Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. It is Tuesday night and I'm frazzled, a little bit frazzled, and I wanted to do a video for you guys, but when I am this close to getting ready for a trip, I can't sit and focus. So instead of busting my brains trying to think of random facts, that's what I was trying to do all day. I think of something, but then I can't remember if I've already told you that one, and I'm not about to watch all the 19 previous videos to see what I already told you. I should have kept a little list to make things easier. So we won't be wrapping up that series tonight like I hoped, but maybe while I'm on the plane I can think of random facts and come up with a list and get this series ended and move on to something new. So what I'm going to do tonight is just chat with you a little bit, and I do have something that I want to get off my chest, a complaint about billing from my doctor. Those of you who know me and have been watching me for a while will probably remember some billing episodes that I was very upset with. I think it was August of 2015, and I never really wrapped that up to let you guys know how it went. Just a short version of that. At the time I had health insurance. Physicals were covered 100% with insurance. Mammograms covered 100% with insurance. So my doctor wanted me to have a physical, and I reminded him that the year before, the physical that was supposed to be 100% covered, I ended up getting charged some silly amount, like, I think it was only like $30. I fought that tooth and nail because that was not 100% covered to me. In my book, 100% covered means I pay zero. And we went back and forth with that, and they were like really determined to get that $30 out of my pocket. I was like, look, I'm not paying this. I mean, it had nothing to do with the money. It was the principle of the thing. And they finally dropped that. So this time when he's like, come in for the physical, it's 100% covered, I expressed my concern about what I went through the year before, and I was like, I don't want that to happen again. So if I come for a physical, we have to make sure that everything is covered under a physical, period, because I don't want to pay for any of it. He says, yes, I come in for the appointment. I remind him we are not to discuss anything. Oh, that's right. I think the time before we discussed something and the charge ended up being $30 or whatever. So I said, this time we only discuss things that are involved with the physical itself. I don't want to be paying anything out of pocket because I had no reason to go there other than just going for a physical. And all he does is like listen to my heart, look at my eyes, my ears. You know, that's it. There's nothing. Check my ankles. Oh, no swelling. Okay, yeah, I could have told you that. I don't need to come here for that. So I have my physical, and they want to send me for my first mammogram. Some of you will remember. It was my very first mammogram. I was extremely stressed out about that. So I go for my mammogram, and they explain to me that it's very common to be called back in for more images, not to worry if I'm called back in, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get called back in. I go for some more images. I come back. A little while later, I get hit with a bill for over $500 for my 100% covered physical. That's a lot more than $30 this time. And over $500 for my 100% covered mammogram. So, was this supposed to be a short story? It ain't happening. For my physical, insurance kept saying they did more than what was covered under a physical, and the doctor's office was saying either, well, you'll have to deal with this with your insurance, or sometimes I was getting, you did something that wasn't considered part of the physical. And I said, but the thing was, we weren't supposed to cover anything that wasn't part of the physical. And they want to put that on me like I'm supposed to know what's covered or not, because the doctor doesn't know, doesn't always know. And I was like, well, look at the report and you take off anything there that's not covered, because I said we're not paying anything out of pocket for this. So that was over $1,000. Oh, and then as for the mammogram, coming in for more images, that part wasn't covered. The first part was, but not the second part. And I said, how am I supposed to know that? And they said, well, we tell you when we call you and say that insurance may not cover the follow-up images. And I said, but nobody told me that. Oh, yes, we tell everyone. We have a script we have to read. And I said, can you please prove to me that you read that to me? Did you record the call? Oh, no, we don't have to prove that to you. So you're just going to assume I'm lying when I tell you that nobody told me that? It just makes me so mad. If they would have said to me, your insurance will probably not cover this, the first thing I would have said is give me all the codes, and I would have called my insurance to say, am I going to be charged for this? I mean, I fought that for several months. I even was like talking to the person who's in charge of customer relations or whatever. I don't know. He was an asshole. His name was Jason. He even said in a snotty way at one point, but you accepted the services, didn't you? And I'm like, well, yes, I accepted the services because I thought they were going to be covered. I mean, it was just like I was dealing with a 3-year-old. So at one point, while talking to one of the women in the mammogram office, she was getting frustrated with me. And they're like, we can set up payment plans. I'm like, this has nothing to do with me having the money or not. It's that I refuse to pay it. She, at one point, said, you know, stuff like this happens. She says, the same thing happened to me. She says, I went back for my second round of images thinking that it was going to be covered and it wasn't. She says, and I just went ahead and paid it because I understand things like this. And I said, was that the same place that I went, you know, through this company? And she's like, yes. And I said, so they didn't read you the script? She was silent. I'm like, so you are admitting to me that you didn't know when they called you back for images, they did not tell you that this might not be covered because you were surprised? That was the last time I ever communicated with her. She refused to answer my calls after that. They sent that all to collections, and I told collections, never contact me again. And I don't care if that ruins my credit because it was just stupid. Okay, let's get to this day now, today. I think it's pretty apparent that I try to be very clear as to what something is going to cost me because I like to know. I have no insurance now. You guys have heard me say that. I haven't had insurance almost all of last year and still don't. And I needed to get meds refilled and the doctor wouldn't refill them unless I paid him a visit. I called the office and explained I have no insurance. They want to see me. I just need to come in, or can he talk to me on the phone? Whatever. I don't want to be paying a lot for an appointment. She goes, it's not much to come in for an appointment. So she looks it up. She goes, it's like $50. And I was like, $50 to come in to see the doctor? And she's like, yes. And she said, as long as it's just coming in, you know, to talk about the meds and stuff, you're not doing anything, you know, I'm not coming in for a particular purpose. So I said, all right, let's make an appointment. I go in the next week. The first thing I did was go up to the window, say I'm here, and I said, can you please tell me how much this appointment is going to cost me? I have no insurance. I didn't say it's like $50. I just wanted to know. She looks it up. She goes, yep, it's $56.25. And I said, man, I just can't even believe it's that cheap, you know? And I said, okay, I just want to double check. I said, because I just don't want any surprises. So I go have my appointment. I come out. I go to the other window now where I'm supposed to pay, because you have to pay right away because I'm private pay. I'm paying out of pocket, whatever you want to call it. I give her the paper. I give her my credit card. She charges me $56.25, and I come home. Now, I haven't opened my mail in a little bit. Opened mail today. Another reason that I'm frazzled. Don't like opening mail. I don't mind paying bills. I have absolutely no problem paying bills. But the reason I hate to open mail is because sometimes bills are wrong, and that upsets me greatly. And look at this. I'll quickly show you. Doctor appointment was December 5th, and the appointment was, trying to show you just the numbers. See that? My appointment, $165. It shows that I paid the $56.25, and now they want $108.75 from me. First of all, had I known it was $165, I wouldn't have gone. I would have gone to try this other doctor in Rochester that I hear is like $50 or whatever. But since they were quoting me that much, and I even told the woman when I made the appointment, I have an option of going somewhere else that I would look into, but I'd much rather see my own doctor. So for that amount, I was, of course, going to go see my own doctor. The first thing I did today is I called billing, and I said to her my whole little story. And you know what she said? She said, oh, they don't know how much they're supposed to charge. And I'm like, they don't know? They're the doctor's office. If they don't know, then when you ask how much the appointment is going to be, the words that should come out of their mouth are, I don't know. And then I would say, well, how the fuck do I get to know that? And then they would have said, I don't know. It is ridiculous to say they don't know and think that I'm going to be like, oh, okay, they don't know. Then let me get my checkbook out. I mean, they don't know how much they're supposed to charge. But oddly enough, 3 different people told me, the first one around 50, the second one 56.25, and then the person who took my credit card 56.25. Where did they come up with that number? Did they just pull that out of a hat? You know, it's like, I don't know. And when I'm leaving the doctor's office, I am paying for my appointment. Don't you think if it was going to be more than 56.25, they should have said, this is what you're putting down. We don't know the final amount until it goes to stupid billing. So I told that woman in billing that I was absolutely not paying it. And then I said, and I also will call the doctor's office and talk to them. And she said, they can't help you with this. And I said, I don't care if they can help me or not. I want to find out why I was told $56.25 by several different people and why they charged that on my credit card and didn't say to me, expect to pay more later. I mean, it's just crazy. So, of course, I called them. And they don't know. They don't know why I was told that. They're going to have the office manager call me tomorrow. So that's what I did for the most part of today, was fight over a doctor bill that I will not pay. I'm sure that was a very boring story, and I'm sorry, but it just aggravates me to no end. Aggravates me. You know, it's like, if you were to go to have your hair cut and you'd say, I'd like this cut, how much will this cost me? $45. Okay, thank you. You get your hair cut and you go home and you get a bill later saying that it was $145 and that you still owe $100, and because they just didn't know. So, you know, nobody would pay that. Nobody would say, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you guys were fucked up and didn't know what the hell you're talking about. So yes, let me just pay the extra $100 that I was surprised about. It isn't happening. Just think of all the people who just go ahead and pay it. I'm glad I talked about that a little bit because, no, I don't feel better. It didn't help me at all. I just don't know how to get it through their heads how wrong it is to do things that way. Stupid, 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 stupid. Okay, I might feel a little bit better now. Probably just talk to you a little bit tomorrow, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. If you don't hear from me, you'll hear from me when I'm in Memphis, because I just need to get things done. Tomorrow night, I pack my computer at night, and it's just put away and everything, so you guys will not be hearing from me, I don't believe, because I don't know how to do anything on my phone. I could possibly, you know, let you know. I can post on Facebook. So if you don't hear from me, go see my Facebook page, Darlene Michaud's page on Facebook. Not my profile. I put my stuff on my page. And, you know, if I can figure out how to post something, I'll let you guys know. I will try to come up with random facts. I want to get that series done and then start doing some new things. I don't know what else to say, and I'm just rambling now. Wasn't that a cute little voice? Oh, I gotta tell you, talk about cute little voices. I've known about PewDiePie for a long time, and I've watched a few of his videos in the past, mostly ones that have to deal with YouTube. And I was like, I didn't know. I didn't know if I was gonna warm up to the guy, but oh, he's just awfully cute, in my opinion. I just like those eyes of his facial features. And I do like his rawness, but he wasn't really like that funny to me, but he started to grow on me. And then I was like, finally, I'm going to look up Marzia, however he pronounces it. He says it's so cute. Marzia is her name. His girlfriend, who also does YouTube after she met him. I just absolutely love that girl. She is just the sweetest, cutest little thing. And when you see PewDiePie with her, he's just so different. He's just such a nice, normal boy. He seems to be nice and normal, with a twisted sense of humor. And you would never think that she would go with him, like from the way he acts on some of his videos. But it just goes to show that you just never know. You never know people. And I do want to say something about the couple of people. Only a couple have complained about my swearing. And one said she was glad to know the real me because now she's not going to watch me anymore. And I thought, you know, it's funny that when someone is on YouTube, do you really think you're seeing all sides of people on YouTube? It takes a long time for even a YouTuber to feel comfortable to show all sides. You know, unless you're a complete idiot and you want to just start out being as rude and crass as possible. I mean, you know, most people who want to do YouTube try to, at least, I think, be nice in the beginning. And I think I was nice, but I think I was pretty honest about my mental illness, my mental health, my, you know, I cried over things. You guys have seen me upset and angry over things that most people wouldn't get angry about, like getting mail and, you know, just so many things. So I think I was pretty open. And I think I've been open all along, saying that I have a filthy mouth and that I just don't say things like that on YouTube. And I'm sure many other people have dropped off, but they're just not going to say it. And I understand that, and that's fine. But I was thinking about how if somebody, you like somebody, and then, oops, all of a sudden that person does something you don't like, does it erase everything that they did before? You're going to let that one little thing weigh heavier than all the goodness you had before it? That's the stuff I don't understand. And I am sorry to say this, but I think a lot of people swear. I think a lot do. And it's not a big deal to say the F-bomb. I mean, fuck. I love it. I love the word fuck. It's just silly to me that people can be so offended by something, but most have not been. I'm quite surprised. It's just, you know, I just want to explain to people that it's not like all of a sudden I'm different. And when you see me in the car and how I get mad, I have done that, I think, since I've started driving. Because I'm free in the car to get mad, to get it out. Just like I cry in the car a lot. I would listen to the radio and just cry, or think about all kinds of things and cry. I just feel like the car, you know, I'm contained and I can just let it all out and I don't care. And now, because you're in the car with me, riding around, there's absolutely no way I can ride around town and not have a filthy mouth. So if you're going to ride around with me, you're going to hear those things, because it's too much editing to cut all that out. You lose half the story. It's still very weird for me to edit and leave that stuff in, but like I said, it's just, I don't know. I'm turning the page on my YouTube career. I want to be like PewDiePie. No, I'm not trying to copy anyone. And then his little Matsuya, she's so sweet. And the way she talks, it's like a little angel of some kind. So I love her. I love watching her. And so I'm not going to worry about if you don't like my new non-kid friendly channel. There are a gazillion other channels you can go watch. Go watch Matsuya. You'll like her. She's very, very sweet. All right, folks, that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye.